Jesse Eisenberg and Riley Keough star in the new film Sasquatch Sunset as Sasquatches. It's certainly an interesting choice for them. Let's see if this movie is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. In the misty forests of North America, a family of Sasquatches find themselves on a collision course with the ever-changing world around them. So this is directed by Nathan and David Zellner, and this has no dialogue, and it almost has a documentary-like feel to this movie, and everybody is dressed up as a Sasquatch, unrecognizable. And this is a truly profound, bizarre, very human story, despite a story centered around Sasquatches. This movie is hilarious. There is constant jokes in this movie, things that this group of Sasquatches get into. They live in the forest, there's no human contact, they're just doing Sasquatch stuff. And it's so interesting to see how this family grows throughout this movie. There is some genuine connections between everybody, and you see the love that they have. And so in the midst of all this humor, we have a really sweet story about these Sasquatches and it being about family. But the way that the Zellner brothers are able to write this script and have this nice balance of comedy and the more emotional side to it, you have a lot of hilarious moments, things that they come across unaware of, turtles and cougars, things that they come across, how they react to it is where a lot of the humor lies. But also there's this odd amount of body fluid that just is in this movie. The Sasquatches are often peeing and pooping on things. And squirting breast milk all over the place. It's really bizarre at times, and it really just hits it hard in the beginning of this movie. And from the first few minutes of this film, you're like, okay, this is what this movie is going to be like. You're going to have a lot of just really odd things that happen throughout this film. But the way that they look at it, it comes almost like this human touch to it, very relatable. And seeing these characters interact and grow throughout this movie and how they're protecting each other, it has more of a deeper touch to this movie rather than just body fluid everywhere and throwing turtles across the river. You have a very sweet touch to this movie that gives it a more relatable aspect to it that makes it feel very genuine. When I watched this movie, and I'm going to try my best way to explain it, when I watched this movie, yes, all of the body fluid and the jokes I did find to be funny, but I felt very at peace when I watched this movie. I felt very relaxed. And that's due to a lot of the Zellner brothers' direction, the transition in between certain scenes, and having it be like this documentary style to it. All of the shots of the Northwest, I felt at ease when watching this movie. It's so beautiful to look at. All of the mountain range, the forest, the rivers, it just looks so beautiful. The music choice in here is very relaxing as well. I wanted to get out. I wanted to go hiking. I wanted to explore the Pacific Northwest. I was in awe when I watched this movie. I felt very calm and eased. I felt very calm and relaxed when I watched this movie. Despite all the body fluid and crazy things that these Sasquatches are doing, I just felt very warm and happy when I watched this movie. That's the best way I can describe some of my experience with this movie. Yes, there are some really just out there crazy things that they do, but it's just got this very calm vibe to it, and I absolutely love that. This is going to be a movie that I'm going to randomly think about throughout the year and immediately want to watch it because of how I felt when I watched this movie. Jesse Eisenberg and Riley Keough are great in this film. They are certainly unrecognizable within this movie, but you have both of them different personalities. Jesse Eisenberg is more like demanding and controlling in his role, and Riley Keough, a very soft spot to this character, but also really great as well. I watched some interviews on why they decided to take on these roles, and they just love how profound the script was and the humor related to them. And so I like the dedication going into this movie. There's also this ecological undertone message to it about protecting the forest and not interrupting the lives of animals or the Sasquatch within this film, and just letting them be, because if you interrupt, things can change. There's these messages that appear throughout the film, and they're not the main point of the movie, but it does have a nice flow to it. So overall, Sasquatch Sunset, it's certainly not going to be for everybody. A lot of people will watch this film and not care about all of the body fluid, all of the ridiculous moments that these Sasquatches go through, and with no dialogue either. I don't know how much it can entertain the average moviegoer in theaters. But for myself, I really like this movie. I loved the more genuine approach to these characters, the relaxing vibe to it, the direction of the Pacific Northwest. It was absolutely beautiful. Jesse Eisenberg, Riley Keough, they're great in here. This is certainly an experience, something I didn't think would be a film, of having an hour-and-a-half movie of Sasquatches doing random things and me being so invested in all of that. Certainly check it out if this review piqued your interest. Like I said, it's not going to be for everybody, but you may find something within this film to enjoy. So before I give you my score for Sasquatch Sunset, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. If you'd like to see where Sasquatch Sunset ranks amongst all the other 2024 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Sasquatch Sunset a B+. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Sasquatch Sunset. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.